Okay, boys, go ahead and introduce your characters.
I'm playing a Minotaur monk. He's shredded as fuck and loves brawling.
I still can't believe you're letting him back into the group.
Look, he promised he'll stop sabotaging the group. Let's give him one more chance.
Yeah, Joe, don't be a pussy. I don't bite.
Okay, fine.
I'm playing a bullywug cleric.
What the fuck is a bullywug?
It's like a frog person. I think it's pretty silly.
I'm a Goliath fighter, a real handsome one, too.
I'm playing a human wizard.
No fucking way. You're playing a goddamn human.
What's wrong with that?
You're seriously playing a fantasy game, a game designed to escape from reality, and you're playing the most basic race based on the real world?
It helps me role play. I can picture being my character easier.
At this rate, you're going to put me to sleep, Sleepy Joe.
Eat my ass, Donald.
Okay, so now that we know who everyone is, let's get started. You four are a group of adventurers who have been hired to clear the curses out of a haunted mansion. You arrive at the courtyard on the property. A cold wind blows through and sends a chill down your spine.
Not mine. I'm a brave warrior who isn't scared by some haunted house.
Shut up, we're trying to listen here.
A long pathway leads up from the edge of the property to the door of the manor.
I'll lead the way with my sword at the ready.
I don't need you to guide me. Me and my big tough Minotaur fists will lead the charge.
Whatever floats your boat, Donnie.
All right, so I lead the way up to the door of the mansion and swing open the door.
You turn the handle to the door and give it a good push, but the door doesn't budge.
I think it's locked, Donnie.
No shit, George.
Sorry.
I'm going to slam against it with all my weight.
All right, give me a strength check.
8.
You slam against the door with all your might, but the door stands firm.
I'll try to pick the lock.
What's your thievery skill?
2, but I also have thieves' tools.
Why would you, a cleric, have thieves' tools?
I just thought it would be funny. A frogman who can pick locks? Isn't that silly?
You got to admit, that's pretty funny.
All right, George, give me a thievery check.
12 plus 4, so 16.
You take your tools to the lock and get to business. You make short work of the lock and proceed to open the door.
I did it, guys.
Good job, George.
I bet I could have busted down the door.
Don't be sour just because someone else succeeded, Donnie.
Piss off, Joe. So what do we see inside the mansion?
You see a large entry hall, once ornate with chandeliers and beautiful rugs, now overcome with swaths of dust and webs. At the end of the hall is a staircase leading up to a second floor, while on the first floor there are 2 doors to the left and 1 to the right.
I'll head off to the right. Nobody follow me.
I'll take one of the doors on the left. Want to come with me, George?
I'd love to, Bill.
I guess I'll check out the second floor.
Donald first. You head through the door on the right and enter a dining hall. There's a long table running the length of the room with chairs along the sides. On the table sits a number of empty plates, 2 with small bones sitting upon them. A large chandelier hangs from the roof in the center. Another door exits to the north.
Is there anything of interest in the room?
What's your perception?
+3.
You glance around the room but see nothing noteworthy.
All right, then I'll head through the door to the north.
As you cross the room towards the door, an unnatural wind cuts through the air and swirls about. After a few seconds of this, a wispy spirit manifests in the center of the room.
I ready my fists.
You don't even know if it's aggressive yet.
I know better than to trust a ghost. These spirits are always up to no good.
The spirit gently drifts towards you. You who dares enter this cursed abode, you shall...
I'm going to pop him right in the kisser.
Donald, you really got to learn to play more patiently.
Yeah, Donnie, what if that ghost was important to the story?
He had his time to be important while he was alive.
Okay, Donald, if that's what you want, you hit the spirit with your quickest right straight, and it disperses into the ether.
This is a joke. We're never going to get anywhere with this clown.
We'll see what you're saying when you get swarmed by spirits while your weak-willed, spineless self is too scared to deal with them.
Oh, whatever.
Okay, while Donald is heading over to the northern door from the dining hall, Bill and George are exploring one of the leftward doors from the entrance. Walking through, they find what appears to be a room designed for piano performances. There's a row of seats along one side of the room and a slightly raised section with a grand piano upon it on the other.
I'm going to take a closer look at that piano.
I'll stay closer by the door in case we need to make a quick getaway.
As Bill approaches the piano, the door slams shut seemingly on its own.
Oh, no, I don't like that.
Do I see anything suspicious about this piano?
As you get close to it, the keys begin to move on their own, playing an ominous and haunting tune that fills the room.
Is there anything else to notice in the room? Anything I see out of place or any kind of eerie feeling in the room?
Give me your perception.
+1.
You definitely feel like someone or something is watching you.
I'm going to do a little jig.
You're gonna what?
Well, the ghosts in this haunted mansion are playing some jams for me. I might as well groove down with them. Maybe that's what they're looking for.
I think that's a good idea, Bill.
I think it's a stupid idea. I'd smash the piano.
I want to try grooving with the ghosts first before I get violent.
All right, so you start dancing along to the music playing from the piano. It's not exactly a melody fitting for dancing to, but you move along with it regardless. As you do, the tempo picks up, getting faster and faster.
Play as fast as you want. I'm down with the beat.
Eventually, it gets to such a rapid tempo that you struggle to keep up. Give me an acrobatics check to see if you're able to keep your poise while trying to dance along.
Damn, I rolled a 3.
You trip over your feet, falling flat to the ground. As you do, the piano keys slam down, filling the room with a deep, violent chord before falling silent.
Can I open the door?
You try to turn the handle, but it's firmly locked in place.
I draw my battle axe and smash it down upon the piano.
You successfully drive your axe into the piano, unleashing a cacophony of splitting strings within.
Will the door open now?
You try the door again, but to the same results.
Well, crap, George, what do we do now?
As you're pondering your options, you hear the sound of skittering coming from the floorboards.
Oh, God, I don't like this.
How loud is it?
Not too loud at first, but it slowly grows louder as the seconds pass.
Do I see anything on the floor, or does it seem to come from underneath?
You see nothing on the floor. The noise appears to be coming from underneath.
If there's something down there, I'm going to try to smash the floor apart with my battle axe.
I don't like that, Bill. You should just smash the door so we can get out of here.
We're not going to get rid of these curses if we don't face the weird stuff going on, George.
Oh, geez.
You slam your axe down and it splits apart the floorboards. As it does, small black spiders begin to flood out of the opening.
Does it have to be spiders, Barack? I don't like spiders.
Sorry, George.
Fiddlesticks.
How many spiders are we talking?
An endless flood. As many of them pour out from the cracked boards as will fit, and the stream of them is seemingly endless.
Save us, Bill.
Do I see anything in the room I can use to stop the spiders?
All that's in the room is the piano and some chairs.
I'm going to try to push the piano over the hole in the floor to stop them from getting in.
All right, strength check.
14.
You're able to push the weight of the piano. You push it off the raised area it sits on towards the hole you made in the floor. As you get close, however, the weight of the piano overwhelms the floorboards and it smashes through the floor with one side of the piano sinking about a foot down. When it does, spiders begin flooding through this new hole as well. At this point, the floor is covered in spiders to the point that you can no longer see the wood you stand upon.
I don't like this, Barack.
It's just a game, George.
I'm going to start screaming for help. Maybe Joe or Donnie will hear me.
All right, I'll try chopping down the door now.
You strike down upon the door with all your might. This door must be crafted out of some mighty dense wood, you think to yourself, as the axe barely penetrates it.
Well, fuck me. I don't know what to do.
We're going to die, Bill.
As George screams for help and Bill tries chopping through the door, the spiders continue to pour in more and more, now piling on top of each other to cover more than a foot of space above the floor. The room is literally filling up with spiders.
I really, really don't like this.
As terrors overwhelms you mentally, much the same way that spiders are now overwhelming you physically, we pass over to Joe's turn.
Are you serious, Barack?
I have a plan, Bill. But first we need to let Joe have his turn.
Finally, I'm ready to see some action here.
You head up the stairs from the entrance hall and find 3 doors on the upper floor.
I'll open the first one.
You open the door and reveal a bedroom behind it.
I'll explore the bedroom for clues as to why the mansion is being haunted.
Perception.
+3.
While browsing the room, you start looking through a bookshelf. Mostly mundane things like history books and romance novels, but inconspicuously hidden amongst the throng of tomes lies a single outlier. A book on dark magic.
Oh, shit.
That sounds important.
I'm going to flip through it and see what's inside.
The tome describes a number of infernal rituals, mainly ways to convert the life force of living humans into energy for nefarious purposes.
I'm going to take it with me to show the others.
Do you continue to explore the room or head back downstairs?
What else is there to look through?
You continue to look around the room when suddenly you hear from directly beneath you the sound of George screaming for help.
I run out of the room and downstairs as quickly as I can.
As you begin to turn towards the door and sprint, You hear a loud cracking sound moments before the floor beneath you gives way and you plummet down. As you slip and begin to fall, you see bed in the center of the room begin to tilt, slide, and fall through the hole with you. You crash down right into the piano room where Bill and George are slowly getting flooded by a sea of spiders.
Joe, you got to save us, please.
You land in the center of the room, flattening a bunch of wicked crawling creatures beneath you. You quickly move out of the way as the bed from the room above crashes down next to you, landing atop the hole in the floor that the spiders have been entering through. Frightened by the sudden falling debris, the spiders turn in place and begin quickly retreating back from whence they came. In the span of seconds, the room goes from a sea of spiders to a space of tranquility.
Yeah, this is all cool and shit, but when the hell are we getting back to me? I barely did anything.
I wanted to complete their story segment before getting back to you.
That's bullshit, but whatever.
Okay, so while those three are reconvening in the piano room, Donald is currently heading north from the dining room. As he opens the door to the next room,